नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देगं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सखगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ईश्वरा परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम हरे कृष्ण. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita every day, and we have successfully finished 25 slokas in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in this chapter now we are understanding about, we already understood very clearly about the Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Jnaya, and now we are understanding about the Purusha. In the next chapter, in the 14th chapter, Krishna is going to teach a lot about the Prakriti, the three modes of material nature. In this chapter itself, already we studied in one sloka, Krishna said that Prakriti is said to be the cause for creating all the activities and also performing all the activities. So that knowledge we already have. But how these activities, how the three modes of material nature actually are controlling us, we are going to understand. The one whole chapter is dedicated for the three modes of material nature. So that is the 14th chapter. So that way, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are understanding all these important concepts. Sadi bhutadi devam mam sadi yajnam cha ye viduhu prayana kale picha mam te viduhu yukta chetasaka. That's what Krishna said. So they understand what about Adibhuta, Adideva, everything. So Sadi Bhuta Adidevam Mam Sadi Yajnam Chaye Vidhe Prayana Kale Picha Mam Te Vidhe Yukta Chetasaka. So at the time of death, we need to remember Krishna. That's what is very important. Prayana Kale Picha Mam Te Vidhu Yukta Chetasaka. So Prayana Kalam is the time of death. So at the time of death, we should only remember Krishna, only no one else. That's what, that should be the goal of our life. So whatever we do, whatever activities we do, everything should be actually preparing us to remember Krishna at the time of death. That's what is very important. So that's what Prayana Kale Picha Mam Te Vidugu Yukta Chetasya. Those in full consciousness of me, who know me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of the material manifestation of the demigods and of all the methods of sacrifice, can understand and know me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of death. So that's what we need to know. Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead at the time of death. So we are studying and understanding now. We understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So that's why we are able to get this knowledge. So once we get this knowledge fully, so then we will be able to remember Krishna all the time. So we'll be able to remember Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead all the time. So that way it is easy for us to remember him at the time of death. We don't have to worry. We don't have to struggle. So the whole life, actually, we should be remembering Krishna only. From Bhagavad Gita, we understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and Krishna is everything. So our attachment should be only on Krishna only. So the whole life, all the activities, what we are doing every day should be planned in such a way that it always keeps us in Krishna consciousness. That means we should never forget Krishna. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So that's what is very important. So how can we make sure that we always remember Krishna? So just following all the instructions given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita will make us sure that we remember Krishna all the time. So that's what is very important. So if we follow all the guidance, because Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, many slokas, Krishna is asking us to do a lot of things actually. So we need to remember. That's a very important point. Every chapter we need to remember, every sloka we need to remember, because Krishna is teaching us you should do like this. So, for example, in the fourth chapter, when Krishna taught us about in the sloka number 9, like 19th to 24th sloka, so Krishna has taught us in about 6 slokas about what is karma. So we need to just follow that. Just follow exactly what Krishna said there. So that way we will not be bound by the results. So tyaktva karma palas sangam nityatripto nirasreyaga karmani abhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti sa. So we should be able to give up the attachment to all the results. Tyaktva karma palas sangam. And nityatripto nirasreyaga. So always satisfied without having any desires. So nityatripto nirasreyaga. So that should be our situation. That we should be able to give up all attachments to the results. Tyaktva karma palasangam, and then we should be satisfied with what we have. So that's why immediately Krishna is saying that Yadircha labha santushto dvandvatito vimatsara. So we should be happy with what gains we get on its own. So that's what yadircha labha santushto dvandvatito vimatsara. Nirashigi yata chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha. So we should not have any desires. Nirasi yata chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha. We should give up all varieties of attachments, all varieties of all proprietorship, sense of proprietorship. Tyakta sarva parigraha. So sariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilpisam. So that way we need to check every day in our activities whether we are following that or not. That's what is very important. Whatever Krishna said in those slokas, in the 4th chapter, in those 6 slokas, are we following? So that's what is very important. So like that, many slokas we can take, for example, many slokas. So Krishna is asking us do like this, like that. Whether we are doing like what Krishna is saying or not, that's what is very important. So we need to ensure, we need to make sure that we are following what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. Everything. So that means we should know Bhagavad Gita fully. We need to understand all the slokas in all the chapters. So that means we should put a lot of efforts in studying Bhagavad Gita. That's what we are doing. Every day we are studying Bhagavad Gita because we are sincerely putting efforts. We are very sincere in our efforts. That's why we are understanding. We are understanding, getting this knowledge, because what we are doing every day, it's not an ordinary thing at all, as I have mentioned many times in the past. It's not at all what we are doing right now, what we are doing every day, studying Bhagavad Gita, understanding Bhagavad Gita, and this is something, it's completely spiritual. At least at this point of time, we are completely connected with Krishna. Our mind is fully attached to Krishna right now. We are not disturbed. We are not disturbed by anything at this point of time. Because we are connected to Krishna. The reason we are very peaceful, the reason we are happy, because we are connected to Krishna. By studying this Bhagavad Gita. By listening to this Bhagavad Gita slokas in Bhagavad Gita, which are directly coming from Krishna. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, he is saying this slokas, song of God. So when we are connected with Krishna with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so then we are not feeling any disturbance in our mind. Our mind is not disturbed at this point of time. We are not worried about anything at this point of time when we are connected with Krishna. So that way we need to make sure that we are connected with Krishna all the time. That's what is very important. We should be connected with Krishna all the time. We should never forget Krishna. So only by repeatedly studying the Bhagavad Gita slokas and following what Krishna says, then only we can make sure. Krishna is saying that you offer prasadam to me. So that's a very important service he has given to us. So every day we need to make prasadam and offer to Krishna. That's what is very important. Because that's the job, that service Krishna has already given to us. We know that. Krishna has already told us that whatever you eat, offer it to me. That's what. Yajnasista sinagasanto muchyante sarva kilbishai bunjate te tu agam papa ye pachanti atma karna. So whatever you do, you offer it to me. So that we should do. So that's a very important task. We should spend, it will take hours to cook, to buy vegetables, to make fresh vegetables, to cut them and to cook them. So it takes time. So that time, when we are doing it for Krishna, it is Krishna conscious. It's we are connected with Krishna. So we should not be simply buying junk food from the market and eat them. We cannot even offer that to Krishna. As we studied many times, I quoted many times from Bhagavad Gita, that we have to eat only the food which has got rasam in it, which has got juice in it. So not the dry foods. So the foods which has got juice in it. So we need to buy fresh vegetables. There are so many different kinds of vegetables and fruits and everything. So buy and then grinds and then cook and then offer to Krishna. So this all takes time. So that way, when we have full consciousness, when we are doing that, we are doing it for Krishna. We are cooking for Krishna. If we think like that, at that point of time, if we think like that, we are actually doing that for Krishna. So then that time we are connected with Krishna. Because we are directly serving Krishna. We are cooking for Krishna and we are offering prasadam to Krishna. And similarly, when we go to sleep also, we should sleep for Krishna. So that way, every activity we should do only for Krishna. So that way, we should be able to plan our activities. We should not be forced to act. We should be able to plan our activities. That's what is very important. So our daily, day-to-day activities, it should not be imposed upon us. It should be under our control. If we are not able to control what we are doing every day, then we cannot control our mind. Then we cannot achieve the status of yoga. If we cannot control what we are doing every day, our daily activities, our day-to-day activities. That's what yukta ahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapna vabodasya yogo bhavati dukkha. So we should be able to control. We should be able to control our ahara, our food, and our sleep, and our activities, recreational activities, or any other activities, whatever we do, we should be able to control them. If you are not able to control, so that's what is called yukta. Yukta means viniyatam chittam atmanyeva vatistade. So to keep our mind under the control of ourself. That's what viniyatam chittam. Chittam means our thoughts. Our thoughts should be under the control of ourself. So that means our thoughts should be only on Krishna. So that's what is known as yukta. Yukta ityuchyate. So yatha viniyatam chittam atmanyeva vatistade nisprigaga sarva kamebhyo yukta ityuchyate tata. So that way we should be able to do every day all the activities in Krishna consciousness for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Then our life will be very, very peaceful and blissful, meaningful. Then there are no more confusions. Then, because that way we are all getting closer to death. Every day when it goes, we are getting one day closer to death. So one day in our life is just going every day. Every day when we go to bed, and the night falls when we go to bed, and when we wake up in the morning, so we already lost one day. So like that, we are getting closer and closer to the death. So now we need to make sure in this lifetime, we need to perform as much service to Krishna. We should be connected to Krishna fully all the time with the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, by following all the instructions given by Krishna in this Bhagavad Gita. So that way we will get closer and closer to Krishna. That means when we get closer and closer to death, we should actually get ourselves closer and closer to Krishna. When we get closer and closer to death, we should not become more ourselves go out of Krishna, away from Krishna. That should not be the case. More and more we should not go away from Krishna. We should go more and more very close to Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that's what will happen. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we follow this Bhagavad Gita in our life, when we do everything for Krishna, so that way we will be able to go ourselves closer and closer to Krishna. So Krishna is giving us that opportunity, this great opportunity. We are studying Bhagavad Gita, we are able to get ourselves closer to Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are getting this opportunity. We are studying this Bhagavad Gita. So now in the 13th chapter, we finished 25 slokas in the 13th chapter. So in the 25th sloka, what we studied earlier, Dhyanenatmani pashyanti kechit atmanamatmana anye sankhena yogena karma yogena cha pare. That's what we studied yesterday in the 25th sloka. Dhyanena atmani pasyanti kechit atmanam atmana. So by dhyana means by meditation, one can see ourselves. That is, we can see the super soul. So dhyanena atmani pasyanti kechit atmanam atmana. Anye sankhena yogena. And others by the Sankhya yoga. Anye sankhena yogena. Karma yogena chapare. And others by the karma yoga. So Sankhya yoga, karma yoga, dhyana yoga, all those things, different ways you can actually perceive the super soul. So that's what we studied yesterday. Now in the next sloka, in the sloka number 26, actually Krishna is teaching us that Anye tvevam ajanantaga shutvanyebhya upasate te picha atitarantyeva mrityum shruti parayanaga. Anyetvevam ajanantaga. That means ajanantaga means so those who have no such knowledge, like performing the dhyana yoga or performing the karma yoga or Sankhya yoga, all such things, who have no knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita. So ajanantaga. So others who have no knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, who have no idea what to do, but sutvanyebhya upasati. But simply by hearing from others, anyebhya means from others. Sutva means by hearing. Simply by hearing from others, anyebhya, sutva anyebhya upasate. Upasate means worship. So others, those who worship me, simply by hearing from others. Tepi cha atitarantyeva. They also, tepi cha means they also, atitaranti means they will transcend, they will be freed from the modes of material nature, from this material world. So tepi cha atitarantyeva mrityum shruti parayana. So mrityu means from this world, which is death. So this is path of death. This world is, death is certain. So everyone will die in this world. So once we go to Krishna, then we are not going to die. So that means they will also reach the supreme destination. So Suti Parayanaga means simply because they have the tendency to hear from others. So that's what Suti Parayanaga, because they are inclined to the process of hearing. Suti Parayanaga. So Anyetvevam ajanantaga sutvanyebhya upasate tepicha atitarantyeva mrityum Suti Parayanaga. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Again, there are those who, although not conversant in spiritual knowledge, begin to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing from Him, hearing about Him from others. Because of their tendency to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death. That's what Krishna is teaching. So that way, for us, anyhow, we are able to get this knowledge. We are able to study this Bhagavad Gita. We are able to follow this Bhagavad Gita. So that way, we should be in a position to actually give this knowledge to others who have no capacity to study and understand these slokas, but they are willing to listen and accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So for such persons, we should give this knowledge. For everyone, we should give this knowledge. So that's what is very important. So anyone who knows that Krishna is the supreme God, because if they hear from others, Krishna is there in everyone's heart as the super soul. And Krishna gives the knowledge. Sarvasya chaham kriti sannivishte mattaga smritir jnanam apoganam. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So Krishna will give the knowledge. Krishna will give the knowledge to everyone. So if we just have the faith on Krishna, so then the knowledge is Krishna is going to give us the knowledge. So that way, anyone who has faith on Krishna, so they will go to Krishna. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So that way we have got a lot of opportunities to serve Krishna, to please Krishna by spreading this message. So by ourselves understanding this Bhagavad Gita and following this Bhagavad Gita, so definitely by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to actually progress. There is no doubt, and we will be able to reach Krishna. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the sloka number 26 today in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we'll discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.